So, I feel like I should know Toronto way better than I do. Growing up, it seemed like I was there every other weekend. And my mom was one of those moms who really detested doing all the usual kid shit with us. We didn't go to Disneyland growing up, and the local family traps, Fantasy Island.
Fun! Wow!
Never been. Midway Park? Never been. Crystal Beach? Nope. My mom did not do carnival shit. We did the Albright Knox Art Gallery in Buffalo. We went to the Thousand Islands in the St. Lawrence. And if my dad had a lot of work to get done on the weekend, which as a self-employed architect was pretty much always, we were given the choice by my mom, hey kids, do you want to go to the fair or do you want to go to Toronto? And I think there were definitely times when I wanted to go to the fair, but it was really more of a rhetorical question with Gigi. She was determined to shop at the Eatons Center, and we were given the illusion of a choice, but that's okay. My sisters and I loved Toronto back then, we loved Canada back then, and for that matter, we all still love it now. So it's a rare summer that Deb and I don't spend a day in July at Niagara On The Lake. My father and I had about a 10-year streak of fishing the French River over Memorial Day weekend, and I have lots of blurry memories of bar hopping around downtown Toronto in the late 80s when hair metal was the thing and Toronto had lots of clubs that served it up. But for as many times as I have visited Canada's capital, it seems that I have never really explored all that much. Going there as a kid meant seeing historical stuff in Fort Erie or Ste. Marie among the Hurons or whatever that place was. It meant going to the Eaton Center, that was the Canadian spelling, and or Yonge Street, and spending all my newspaper boy money on records that I couldn't find in my hometown outside of Buffalo, New York. It meant going to Niagara Falls, and once on a wild hair when I was about 13, my mom decided to turn left instead of right once we got on Lakeside Boulevard, and a couple hours later, she was calling my dad to tell him that her and us kids were going to explore Montreal for the next 2 days, which ended up more like 4 days when she thought, well, why not explore Quebec City as well? So, if you wonder where I inherited my wanderlust from, you now have an answer. But anyway, I used to get up here a lot, but outside of family stuff when I was a kid and clubbing in college, I've really not taken a trip to Toronto and given myself any time to explore. Deb and I came up for a weekend when we first started dating, and I remember staying at a funky boutique hotel on Queen Street and going out to eat and catching some live music at a place called the Cameron House, and it being the dead of winter and not really conducive to strolling. I remember playing a few shows as part of the North by Northeast Music Festival and rushing from venue to venue with no time to relax and no time to really explore. I remember riding a motorcycle up from the other side of Buffalo years back and regretting it and swearing I would never deal with that kind of traffic on a motorcycle again if I could help it. I don't remember ever coming to Toronto with the intention of getting out of a very small comfort zone and exploring the neighborhoods and potentially not doing a whole hell of a lot. Okay, we did get Blue Jays tickets before we ever got on the plane from Nashville, so there's that. So my wife, Deb, has been dipping her toes into travel agency as a side hustle, and a month or so ago, she went to an industry function, and from that function, she got the idea in her head that we should go visit Toronto. The idea of coming up for Mother's Day started to make a lot of sense, and my mom is not just a lover of Canada, she's also the world's biggest Toronto Blue Jays fan, so maybe it was a foregone conclusion that she and her partner, Giuseppe, would drive up from Western New York and meet us. Maybe not. But they did, and for the first time I visited, I made it a point to not go to Eaton Center and Yonge Street and see what the hell else there is in Toronto. And for my friends back home in Western New York who maybe come up for a hockey game or a Jays game once in a while, I just wanted to share what we did and say, hey, next time you're in the TO, check this out. So we got a great deal and we booked a room at the St Regis, and Nashville now has direct flights to Toronto that, when Deb booked them, were very reasonable. And we flew with our 3-year-old daughter Willow in tow to Toronto the Friday before Mother's Day. Found our way to train through the Union Station. Deb's phone still isn't working. Reminds me of Penn Central. The service on Canadian Airways was very friendly, and Deb surprised me by getting us upgraded to business class on the way there. Honey, have I told you that I love you lately? Anyway, we arrived in Toronto after what seemed like a ridiculously short flight, without a definite plan on how we'd get to town from the airport, ultimately making the decision to take the up train, which was affordable and easy enough. And yeah, I'd probably recommend and would do it again myself. As much as I kind of loathe walking through big cities with luggage, our hotel was less than a 10-minute walk from Union Station. St Regis is 5-star nice, and the service reflects that. In fact, we had butler service. So yeah, it was one of those, I wonder what the poor people are doing kind of experiences. And I'm cheap. I don't do the bougie thing often, but I won't knock it if you can afford it. Did I mention I'm a freelance musician? Anyhow, we get settled in at the hotel, and it's late afternoon, and we're all a little hungry, and in Willow's case, we're a little cranky. This portion of today's episode is Someone Needs a Nap. Oh, Willow. Willow needs a nap. So we set out in the direction of Chinatown in search of food, and Willow is having minor meltdowns. I thought the meltdown was over. I thought wrong. She wants a donut. I mean, really wants a donut. And I've not eaten fast food in a foreign country since I was maybe 22 years old, and will not do so as a general rule. But seriously, what's more Canadian than Tim Hortons? And the girl wants what she wants, and we're right there, so je regrette rien. In fact, I think patronizing Tim Hortons patronizing Tim Hortons is something one should do in Canada. I don't know why they get a pass as fast food, but they do. It feels right to me. From Timmy Ho's, we took a stroll through a funky little neighborhood on the edge of Chinatown, and we settled on trying the street grill, which I believe would get classified as Japanese street food, and it's pretty great. All right, the spicy green beans. Willow, are those good or what?
They are getting spicier.
Les haricots verts sont délicieux, n'est-ce pas? Oui. Yummy. I love skewers. I love skewers. Ah. Yummy though, huh? Yummy. Kid approved. Pork. I don't know. I don't even care. It's all good. My lips are starting to burn. They're hot. That's hot. That's hot for you. Willow, what's your review?
Delicious.
Are they ils sont délicieux, n'est-ce pas?
It's not French.
Pourquoi not?
It's not French.
Okay, but it's delicious. Don't you think so? I think it's wonderful. So we're at the street grill. I would say all of that was delicious. Willow's finally chilled out. We ordered too much food, but it's yummy. And we end up getting way more food than we can eat. But the place is also affordable, and yes, I would recommend it. So we just finished this eating at the street grill, and it was really great. Following our early dinner, we strolled through Kensington Market, which is also super funky, and I bet would be an awesome hang in the summertime. It's early mid-May in Toronto, and it's in the 50s and sunny, and that works for us. I'd definitely come back to this area for a meal, but we only have so much time on this trip. From Kensington Market, we walked the main drag of Chinatown. It's interesting, maybe a little dirty, and I'm sure worth heading towards if you have a specific place to eat in mind. We don't. So we meander back towards the St Regis. Through the square at City Hall, get back to the hotel, and discover that we can watch our Buffalo Sabres in the room. Let's go Buffalo! Let's go Buffalo! And our butler service calls up to see if we'd like some popcorn. So for one of the few times ever while traveling, we stay in and watch TV. Sabres lose. But we are living large. Wow, are you living large, Willow? In the morning, Deb calls down for French press coffee and some pastries and some muesli and granola, and the coffee is just wow. From the hotel, we head in the general direction of the St. Lawrence Market. Very spring-like. Yep, very nice. Lovely day. Lovely flowers. Les fleurs. Regarde les fleurs. Another place that, despite having visited Toronto many, many times, I've never been. On our way there, we walk by St. James Cathedral, which I've also never been to or seen before. So we duck in and take a look inside, and yeah, it's like something you'd see in Europe. The St. Lawrence Market is next. It's a Saturday, so it's kind of insane with people.
Might be a little crowded for my taste, but it is what it is.
We love markets like this. It draws obvious comparisons to the Boqueria in Barcelona, or maybe even more like the English market in Cork.
So one of my pet peeves on the sailing channels we watch is when they do videos of them provisioning. I don't care about to watch you go grocery shopping. So here I am in Toronto grocery shopping. I think you can smell that right through a video. Can you smell that? It smells as good as it looks. Wow. That's legit. Makes all the difference. We got seafood from Busters Cove. Got us through the line really, really quick. I think the wait's going to be really fast too. Just don't have the peppers.
We get in line for seafood, and the line moves fast, and we take our fish and chips and calamari outside and find a table, and there's a pub right inside the door that sells English-style ales, and that just kind of goes perfectly with our food.
The important thing is, what does Willow think of the food? Is it good? How good?
So good that
Mommy's got.
dipping her wings into tartar
dipping her
sauce.
wings in tartar sauce and still liking it. That's not quite as bad as ranch, but almost. It's a buffalo thing. Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
Springtime in Canada, and all is right with the world. From the St. Lawrence Market, we make our way to the Distillery District. There's some interesting artwork, some chill live jazz,
Dad, take cheese. Dad, take a picture.
I'm taking pictures.
and an opportunity to check off
taking
the
pictures.
Eat Poutine box on our list of must-dos in Canada.
So no sooner had poutine or the lack thereof come up in conversation than we stumbled across the Mill Creek Brew Pub, and they have classic poutine.
That's Mill Street.
Mill Street. And Mill Street Brew Pub. And you can't go to Canada without having poutine or going to Tim Hortons. You haven't really gone to Canada then. Or buying maple syrup. We've done all three. Now, this scratches off all three boxes.
I hope it's good.
It'll be good. Sure. Ah, oh, Canada.
To be honest, the poutine looks better than it tastes, but
wanna
it's
be the first?
poutine, for God's sakes. It's still yummy. Deb and I feel like we've both had better, but it's still really good. It's just not wow. But the service is great, and yeah, we'd go back.
Oh, that's piping. That might require waiting a minute. I like it like that.
So with the weather looking sketchy, we rushed through our meal and started heading back to the hotel. We did get caught in the rain, but we were at least kind of prepared for it, and we made it back to the St Regis in time for the daily Sabrage ceremony.
The Sabrage dates back to the 1700s when Napoleon Bonaparte and his Sabres men would celebrate their victories and raise morale after defeat with beautiful bottles of champagne. But as you can imagine, it was quite difficult to open these bottles on horseback, and so they began using their trusty sabers to just relieve the champagne from its corkage, and thus solidifying Sabраge's place in history. Now, in the words of Napoleon himself, I'd like to leave you with this quote. The champagne, in victory, one deserves it, and in defeat, one needs it. So have a good evening, everyone.
The next day was Mother's Day, and seeing how my mom is a huge fan of the Toronto Blue Jays and how Willow had never been to a baseball game, we got tickets and made plans to meet with the Nonies at Rogers Stadium to see the last game of the Jays-Astros series.
So it's early Sunday afternoon. We're meeting my mother on Mother's Day at a Blue Jays game. We don't really know which direction we're walking in, but we're following the crowd. Baseball.
No.
Willow's never been to a baseball game before.
No.
She can tell she's really excited about this idea.
It was suggested that we arrive early to the game for Willow to enjoy some of the kid-centric activities that they have there. I'm maybe glad that we ran late. The kid zone was insane with people and a little overwhelming to all of us. So we found our seats, and after an inning or two, were able to rendezvous with Gigi and Giuseppe, who were also running late. Unfortunately, since we didn't originally know that they'd be meeting up with us, we didn't have seats together, but despite Gigi's dying cell phone, we were able to let the Nonies know when our little munchkin would be walking out of the tunnel to run the bases after the game.
Willow's going to run the bases, but it could be a very long wait. But we're committed. Like an hour or more.
Honey, will it be worth the wait?
Willow?
Like
just came out the outfield door. They've got us marching around.
Willow, I'm right here. Willow, I'm right here.
All right, we gotta go.
It was
Willow.
a long wait to make that happen, but to hear the excitement in my mom's voice made it worth the wait.
The girl's there.
Oh my god. Go, go.
As you run the bases today,
It was fun.
It was
It
fun.
was fun.
Made the trip worth it. Oh my god, I loved it. I got a great video of you. How could she do that? I don't know. She took off.
She just saw the other kids.
We will have to have Willow run the bases at a Sounds game in Nashville. Mother's Day dinner was at Edna and Vita. It was excellent.
Yum. Yum. That was great. Thank you, Joe.
Yes, thank you very much.
I used to say to my children, do you want to go to the fair or do you want to go to Toronto? Toronto.
And we came to Toronto.
After dinner, I walked the Nonies back to their hotel down the street from ours. Maybe
Monkey
one
never.
of the most quirky encounters of the trip. happened on my
And
way
what's your
back.
name? And you're telling me what?
Kawasaki.
You're Kawasaki? You're not Kawasaki.
Monkey never claps.
He's telling
I
you
am
about this. You are.
Kawasaki.
you-
Monkey never claps.
In this moment, you are Kawasaki.
Monkey never claps. Eat 2 bananas. 2 bananas. Never claps.
I didn't know this was a thing.
It's a monkey never
Yeah.
claps. Monkey.
But today was your first day on the job?
Today was
and it
my
went good?
first day not training, and I ate banana, so the monkey did not clap.
Now, are you front of house or back of house?
I am in front of house, and I
Also.
did not clap. I did not clap.
I used to work
Happy
around.
Mother's Day, because you did not eat the banana. Oh no, you ate banana. You did not clap.
I had no bananas
No
today.
banana, but you did not clap. Happy
No,
Mother's
we had hot dogs and popcorn and beer.
You did not clap.
No crumb.
Kawasaki you did not clap. Your mom will know.
It's too funny.
Your mom will know. I'm telling you.
On Monday morning, we said so long to Gigi and Giuseppe and walked down to the harbor to catch the ferry out to the Toronto Islands.
The ferry's coming into the center island, but we want to board the island, and I don't know how long it's going to be away. Could be a while, but I hope we don't regret that because we wanted to go out to that end. Right? Hopefully we don't regret this. This isn't the way.
I should pronounce that Toronto. You don't pronounce this the back T if you want to sound like a local, but Toronto. I don't know how I've been completely ignorant to their existence as many times as I've been to the city, but yeah, I didn't know about them. Is it just that I've been here so many times in winter? I don't know. Anyhow, we took the wrong boat to the wrong place, but it all worked out, and being a Monday, there were not a lot of people there, and the weather was very pleasant, and seriously, how did I not know Toronto had islands?
The loons, Norman, the loons. This is Willow. So we had intended to take the ferry to Ward's Island, but we ended up taking the wrong one to Center Island. No big deal. This changes our walking direction a little bit. Beautiful day, and this is probably another thing that I would consider touristy, but it's so beautiful out. I love parks. Reminds me of going to London, and my favorite things about London are walking through Hyde Park and Kensington Garden, and this, if you just do some walking, it's a nice enough day. I'm happy to be here. We're on Center Island, just off of Toronto. It's a beautiful day. In Canada, early May. Can't complain about this weather. Cool, it's nice.
It was a great day to stroll and pedal the four-seater we rented, and the view looking back at the city itself is worth the trip out there. We got hungry and found the only restaurant open and expected it to be touristy and with lousy food, but that simply was not the case. The food was great, the vibe was awesome, service was superior.
Hey guys,
How are we?
how are ya?
Lovely, thank you.
Who'd have thought?
I was just thinking, if you had to check off all the boxes of going to Canada, there's 3 things you have to do. Actually, maybe 4. And we haven't done the 4th. Eat poutine. We got that off twice.
The poutine that we had was.
It was kind of.
At the stadium was better.
It wasn't wow. It wasn't bad. I mean, even bad poutine's still good, but it wasn't wow. As much as I would never say you have to go eat fast food, Tim Hortons, at least for coffee, is kind of a requirement. We got that off the box as well. We watched hockey, and we're getting one right now because I can hear Bryan Adams on the radio. That would have been another one. And then was really looking forward to having a Molson's and haven't done that yet. And I can't believe they didn't have any Molson's products at the Jays game. That seems kind of wrong to me. They had Budweiser. And the gal at the concession was trying to explain to me that there was political reasons for that, or that they just hadn't made a bid on it. But I'm like,
How's the kids?
you know.
All good,
Really
guys?
good.
Yeah.
What was the name of this place again? The Riviera Ward's Island Kitchen. It was lovely. Glad we stopped.
Anyway, Toronto Islands in the springtime on a weekday? Yeah. Go. Following our excursion, we headed back to the hotel and then around the corner to where our concierge had made us a reservation at.
Come on. Willards.
Again, living large. This place is hip and swanky, and they have an extensive list of expensive wines for folks who can afford them.
Are you visiting?
We are.
Where are you from?
Unfortunately, today is our last week.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville. The opposite. All of our brides to be are rushing down there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking $1,000 bottles here. We had excellent service and amazing apps, and then we had excellent service and amazing apps.
And Willow pooped in the potty. So we're celebrating. About the oysters.
Amazing. And they said Virginia. I'm still not sure if they mean, like,
They mean the state. Yeah.
that's crazy.
They were the nuggets. They really were that good. What did I do to deserve to be sitting here right now? Oh, life is good for you. I think life is good all the way around right now. Thank you. Oh, yum.
Amazing. Thank you, guys.
Beautiful, thank you. Oh, man.
Would you like any pepper?
And then the main course came,
You all right, good,
and
kiddo?
traveling with a toddler means sometimes the toddler gets an upset tummy just as the entrees arrive.
Right. Got some carrots.
We're black and blue in Toronto, Canada. Seriously great now with amazing service. Just after the steaks came, Willow just got this funny look on her face and projectile vomited right into the table. To quote Bruce Springsteen, someday we'll look back on this and it will all seem funny. It has to seem funny to me now because traveling with a toddler.
Our steaks ended up coming back to the hotel with us, but it's a lovely restaurant and the food and service was great, and I think our server felt bad about what we were dealing with, so she sent Deb home with a complimentary dessert. Thanks again for that. It was delicious. Our last day in Toronto had us returning to the St. Lawrence Market, and man, what a difference to be there on a weekday. Nowhere near the volume of people we'd seen on Saturday. We ordered sandwiches that were quite delicious and a croissant for Willow. Willow made friends with the pigeons. And we enjoyed sitting in the sun and doing not a whole lot.
So it's our last morning in Toronto, and we've really taken it easy this trip, and I think that we just kind of learned that lesson when we travel, that we don't like to have an agenda where we feel like we have to do a gazillion things, and you just get burned out, and you're like, you didn't get recharged at all from your time off, so to speak. So came back to the St. Lawrence Market since it was close, and it's a much different vibe during the week when it's not a gazillion people. It's very chill, and it's a beautiful sunny day. So we're just hanging at the picnic table, soaking in the warmth and the sunshine. It might be in the 50s, but it's very comfortable. Willow's playing with her newfound pigeon friends. And yeah, I don't like to try and do a gazillion million things. And it was just a relaxing weekend. I'm glad we kept things simple, and our list of boxes was short. Yesterday, especially going to out to the island with there not being a lot of people out there, was relaxing. and it was great. So, highly recommend doing that on an off day in the off season.
Checkout time at the St Regis was 11 a.m., but they held our bags for us until we headed to the airport to enjoy some lounge time.
I was seriously disappointed to have not had the Molson product while I was here. And then we get to the airport lounge and Molson Canadian. Last box. Checked off.
Thanks to Deb's new Amex card. Highly recommend that for this perk alone, but she also got a rebate for the Jays tickets and I think for at least one of the pricey meals we had in Canada, so there's that. But all in all, we had a great time in a place I really thought I knew a little better. It was great to explore some unfamiliar territory and eat some delicious food, and we even got lucky with the weather. So I'd say mid-May can be a fine time to visit Toronto, especially during the week. We did just enough and didn't wear ourselves out with touristy stuff. Getting there was easy and affordable, and we found plenty of kid-friendly activities, and we're reminded why it is we love Canada. Merci beaucoup. Nous espérons revenir bientôt. Thanks, guys.